And welcome back to some more TMNT standard content here on the channel. And today we are going to be taking a look at a mono white deck. Now, if you've been paying attention to the MTGO challenges, you may have seen this particular deck list, which is kind of plastered all over the place in the Magic Online queues. I've ran into it a couple of times in the arena, on the arena ladder, but basically this deck list has been popping up prior to the release of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I think that this particular deck list is sort of a response to the Prowess deck becoming a huge part of the metagame as much as it is. And this particular deck list aims to kind of utilize some white creatures and stuff like Momo, discounting Siege of the Skies. You have some flyers like Starfield Shepherd, some life gain with Halia, ways to make tokens with Cosmogrand. And basically this is kind of just a natural response to the Prowess deck. Now, basically what I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of try to see if we could take this and incorporate some Turtles cards into the mix. And this is where we came up with White Weenie. Really built around the card Leonardo Big Brother, which is kind of a weird one. It's not necessarily like it's a common, so you wouldn't necessarily think that this card is super powerful, but it is a 3-mana 1/3 that you can sneak for a single white mana, so you can return an attacker, return an unblocked attacker, put it into play, attacking, and it gets +1/+0 for each other creature you control. Now, in the mono white deck, you have a ton of ways to go super wide. As you can see here, we have 13 1-drops, Lightstall Inquisitor, Momo Playful Pet, Veteran Survivor, and a couple of Figure of Fables, so those 1-drops allow us to go very wide. Voice of Victory makes tokens when it attacks, goes very wide. And another card that I think pairs very nicely with Leonardo Big Brother is Last Ronin's Technique. This one has a sneak cost of 2 mana, and for 2 mana you can bounce an attacker to make 3 1/1s that enter tapped and attacking. So there's some very common lines and sort of combos where you play Voice of Victory on turn 2, and then on your third turn you play your third land, you then attack with Voice and have 2 tokens. You can use both of the tokens to sneak in Leonardo for 1 mana, and then Last Ronin's Technique for 2 mana, which means you now have a Voice, a Leonardo, and 3 tokens all attacking them. The Leonardo would be a 5-power creature. So that's kind of the idea. And then because you have so many 1-drops and Last Ronin's Technique to go a little bit wide, this deck kind of benefits from having a bunch of anthems. So we have Lumen Class Frigate, which is a vehicle, spacecraft. You can station it for 2, and then once you have 2 counters on it, it becomes an anthem that pumps all of your other creatures +1/+1. 12 counters can get you a 3/5 flying lifelink. That may or may not happen. It's a little far away. And then another card that is an anthem, but it also happens to work very well with the sneak cards, is Suki. It's a 3-mana 2/4 that pumps all of your creatures +1/+1/+0. And whenever another permanent you control leaves the battlefield during your turn, you make a 1/1 ally token. It only triggers once each turn, but if you sneak either a Leonardo or a Last Ronin's Technique, that is a permanent leaving the battlefield, so it will trigger Suki. Suki can also trigger off a Voice of Victory in the end phase, so those cards work very well together, and Suki pumps the voice tokens. I will highlight some of these 1-drops here because a lot of them some of them are here mostly because they are good at getting bounced, so they pair very well with both Leo and Ronin's Technique. Lightstall Inquisitor, when it enters, your opponent exiles a card from their hand, and then it costs 1 more, or if it's a land, it comes into play tap. And then Momo Playful Pet is a 1/1 Flying Vigilance, and when it leaves the battlefield, you can either make a food, put a counter on something, or scry 2. So both of these cards work very well with Sneak because they give you some sort of value when you're sneaking either a Leonardo's Big Brother or a Last Ronin Technique. So that is kind of the idea. And then a bunch of removal spells. 4 Seam Rips, 3 Get Losts, very clean mana base. Again, it's a mono white deck, so we do have the capability of playing a bunch of utility lands. I think the biggest draw to being a mono white deck is that you get to sport 4 copies of Abandoned Air Temple. Because we go so wide and make so many extra tokens, paying 4 mana to put a counter on the team, very good. And then rounding out the mana base with a couple of Soulstones. Sideboard is cards you would mostly expect. Rest in Pieces, Aven Interrupters, Clarions for the Mana Dorks, couple of Elspeths, couple of Innocents, and then some Disenchants. So nothing too crazy going on the sideboard. But again, I wanted to kind of try the white deck that has been not necessarily the exact same list. Like, this is very different than the white decks that are popular on Magic Online, but I really do think that Leonardo Big Brother has the potential to be very good, and not just Pauper, maybe standard as well. So I hope I can show you guys that today with these games. So let's get into it, and I'll see you back here in just a little bit for the first match. Alright, 3 lands, and yeah, I mean, I'll try it. Actual first name Andy over there. Any trades? No one knows. Maybe it was worth sneaking there. Kind of would rather sneak this and then put the counter here. That's what I was thinking. Maybe I should scry here. No, let's go counter. Take 5, and I mean, I have to hold up Get Lost. I can't play the Momo here. I maybe wish I had Sheltered by Ghosts here, but Sheltered would still be kind of awkward with the Leo. This playlist is kind of banging. Orphin, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. How is it in how's Germany today? All right, kill this thing. Get it out of here. Thank you for the Prime sub, Orphan. We're at 11 at least. It's something, right? This. I might just hardcast Leo this turn. I think I should. Well, yeah, I'm gonna hardcast Leo because I might want a Soulstone next turn. Night Shift, that's tough. It's kind of crazy to me how even the commons have that ridiculous animation. I'm assuming it's just every single like legendary turtle in the set has that animation. It's crazy. Okay, what happens if they just make a 3/3 and say go? How do I win? Oh my god. Well, they're not saying go. That's not what's happening here. They're most certainly not saying go. Am I just dead next turn? I think I'm just dead, chat. 3, 4, 5. That's 8. No, that's only 8, right? Hold. I count 8 damage. Yeah, the 5-color turtle. I don't even want to know what that animation is. I think they can survive if they bounce Leo, like if they bricked here. No, I guess they can't, right? They bounce Leo, block Soulstone, still take 5. Also, bouncing Leo is bad because I can just sneak it in next turn. Yeah, they should just be dead. Unless they ripped another pump spell. Right, yeah. Did you draw a pump spell? GG. Alright, what do you want against Prowess? I mean, it would be a good spot for High Noon, I'll say that. I don't really think any of these cards are good against them, right? Maybe like Rest in peace for talent, but that seems awful, right? I'm just gonna run it back. I think even 3 mana, really? I just feel like most of the time you're evening their 1 mana card. I don't think I want to do that. Could block Slick Shot, yeah. Abandoned air temples are not free, even in your mono white deck. If that was a plains, I would keep this hand. Okay, this hand looks really good. I'm gonna put the Soulstone back, I think. Just drop plains. Yeah, well, you don't drop plains every single game, you know? Yeah, maybe it's more like a 2 Soulstone kind of deck. I could see it. 4 is kind of a lot. I feel like a lot of games you just don't even end up having time for Soulstone too. The games are usually just over by that point, you know? Whoa. That was aggressive. That was really aggressive, holy fuck. I didn't like that. I think I'm playing voice. I could have technique there, but if I technique, I don't have any blockers. So it's a little sus. Now I think I don't mind blocking with Lightstall. Well, okay, now I'm probably not going to. Maybe if they didn't play a spell pre-combat, I would have blocked with Lightstall. But now I'm just going to take it. I mean, the fact that they're thinking about this attack makes me think they don't have anything, but... So we just go Technique and... Oh my god, we can Technique and Leo? Good god. Holy. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was a good turn. Woo! Okay. You see why I want to play these cards now, huh? They're really good when you draw them together, too. Alright. I'm telling you, man, Leo's good. Okay. Hands without voice look a lot worse, but good enough. Is that Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Main deck Fire Magic. You know they have main deck Fire Magic, too. I'm just ready for it. My body is ready. I guess I should play Suki. I think. Oh yeah, true. They do play Iros. Maybe I wasn't supposed to play both creatures. I did forget about Iros. They didn't have it, thankfully, but... Perhaps it was in my best interest to play around Iros. Trigger, hello? That's it? That's all you got? So I guess we're picking up the figure, right? The Suki count tokens. Whenever another permanent leaves the battlefield during your turn. It counts tokens, right? I think. I'm pretty sure it counts tokens. Okay. And then I guess we'll pump this. Alright, your turn. Good luck. I think I'm, like, kind of used to cards that... What was I thinking of the other day? There was a card that said, like, whenever a permanent card leaves the battlefield or something. There was something that was worded like that I was confusing it with, I guess. Moonshadow, right? Yeah, Moonshadow works like that. Moonshadow does not work with tokens. I think that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, some of the Descend ones, I think, only are tokens. Okay, what don't we want against Lessons? Definitely Get Lost. I probably don't want Seam Rip, I think. Maybe we should just be playing Innocence instead. How good is Elspeth against Lessons? It's kind of hard for them to kill it. I'm down to try it. I just don't think you want Seam Rip against them. Right, yeah, because if you mill over a permanent card off of, like, Balemerk or something, then it triggers the Moonshadow. I think this hand's a trap. I think this hand's a trap. That's bait. It's bait. Well, I don't know if that's better, but... I think Seam is good against them. I guess it does take care of Gran and Artist Talent. Yeah, maybe Seam Rip is better than I think it is. I don't know what I'd cut instead, though. Like, maybe I could trim on Frigate, Figure, that kind of stuff, maybe? Keep a couple of them. I think they have Fire Magic. Oh, man. How do I play around Fire Magic? I could just go Figure Pass. That plays around Torch, too. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Figure of Fable. That plays around Firebending Lesson and Fire Magic, which is good. Well, this also... Well, I guess it kind of plays around Iros, too. They can still kill it with Iros, but I'm not getting 3 for 1, you know? Yeah, okay. Good play, chat. Good play, good play, good play. Now, if you're asking me if I'm going to play around the second one, the answer is no. I will not play around the second one. Nice colorless land? Okay. Maybe I'll cut a Soulstone for a Plains next game. I can't make any promises, but I might do that. Alright, opponent, I kindly request that you do not cast Iroh's Demonstration number 2. That's, like, kind of beatable. Oh, that's good. So, this. Pick up this. Pick up this. Alright. I mean, they can Iros me now. Okay. mean, that's fine because they have no cards in hand. They're just dead. GG's! Leonardo plus last Ronin's technique is just Splinter Twin. Like, it is just Splinter Twin. I think we're onto something here, chap. There is, like, a little bit of awkward tension with the Frigate and... Like, Frigate and technique is a little awkward together, where, like... If you sneak the technique, then the tokens come into play tapped. So, like, they don't work the turn with Frigate, so you have to, like, take a turn off, you know? To, like, play the Frigate station, and then the turn after do the technique to make 3 2/2s. So it's a little weird with the sequencing. Old Emo Dave, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. 13 months. Welcome back. What, the exile? Donatello's technique, huh? So I think we go voice first. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll go voice first. Jesus Christ. Hex Snare is a pretty good curve. Yeah, no land expected. Yeah. Man, these last couple of games have been going great, haven't they? They've been going really, really well, haven't they? Oh, man. I'm assuming the sneak would be 2, right? You can still do that. Yeah, okay. No, I've not played against the blue one yet. Jesus. I mean, I guess we're going like... I don't know, Momo's second frigate? This is awful. Yeah. Bro is just flooding in my piss. Can you stop? Can you stop flooding my piss? Guess we do this. Still can't cast any of these sneak cards. Yeah, I mean, the curve of, like, having Hex plus Spell Snare, just so brutal. That was, like, basically the turn that the whole game swung around. Them just having 2 interaction spells in the draw. Wait, who went first this game? I don't remember. I guess they went first, right? Yeah, because they went Hex plus Snare. No, I went first. I went 1 drop. No, they went first. Because they played a land. They played a tap land. I played a 1 drop. They played second land pass. I went attack. They hexed. I played second land. I played voice. They snared. I mean, maybe we can still, like, try to claw back into this game if we can get the technique online. It's going to be tricky, though. Tank X. Okay. You think about this. So what if... I mean, if I go to combat and I attack, they're just going to block, right? But I guess that trade's fine for me. Yeah, I'll just take this trade if they block. Yeah, it's dead. So now what? Could just technique main phase. If I technique main phase, I take a shitload of damage. I mean, I'm going to do this anyways, because I can't afford to let them counter this. Maybe I just do it like this and pass. Yeah, this is good. Leave up 2 3/3s. Because now we have 3/3s to check the Flood Pits Drowner. I mean, we'll take 4 from this, but that's fine. Yeah, I don't care about that. I'll take 4. Frigate looks kind of good this game, huh? It's about time. Ow. Okay, not great. I'm at 6. And they're at 18. Gotta be a little careful here. It's 12 to get to a 3/5 lifelink. So 3. So 9 here would be 12. And then if I played Leo, Leo is currently, how big is Leo? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Leo is 7? Shit. I mean, I could animate both of these frigates. I don't know if that's a good idea. I kind of like it, though. I'm going to cast this Leo and see what they do. Yeah, they both be 4/6 lifelinks because they bump each other. Yeah, so 7, 8, 9, 10 here. And then 9 on the other one. It kind of sucks that it's sorcery speed. Because they can respawn and, like, kill a creature, you know? Okay. I mean, I'm doing this. I'm going in. I am going in. I guess I'd wait till post-combat to play the Momo. Because I am going to play the Momo, but... I do expect him to have a kill spell here, but... Yeah. So... Oh, I can't Leo because they have Reef. Yeah, so we have to go to 9. Cast this. Keep this. I guess we can Legend Rule. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know why they waited so long on the kill spell. They could have actually fucked me up real good if they used the Hex on the frigate that was already animated in response to the first station of the second one, because that would have made my creature smaller. Yeah. I think I should scry here. Yeah, I'm gonna scry. I mean, I'm dead to a kill spell, I guess, but... They could just... Well, no, I'm not dead to a kill spell. I take 9, right? Or I take 8. They kill this and I take 8, so I'm not even dead to a kill spell here. So that's a good place to be. I mean, kill spell would obviously suck because they have, you know, killing the frigate would cut me off of a lot of power, but... What? Trade, put a counter on frigate? I'm shocked they attack there. Maybe I should scry again. Alright, I'll scry again. It's the exact same 2 cards. Nice mill. Alright, they're definitely dead. Leo, 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 Leo. Nice little Leo for lethal. Yeah, I'm sure. Trust me, I'm sure. I keep that one. Boo! Alright. Demir, mid-range. Demir. Innocence good, Elspeth good. Leonardo, Sewer Samurai is kind of interesting. I do like, I mean, the games are going to go pretty long, I think. Yeah, it's got to be a spot for Leo. They don't have a ton of stuff for Seam Rip, right? I think I'm going to cut those. And maybe, like... cut, like, one Big Brother, maybe? Nah, shave a Momo. Try like that. Alright, what do we got? I have no one drop. We have a lot of Leos. At Grok, can I have both Leonardo Big Brother and Leonardo Sewer Samurai in play at the same time? At Grok. This is very pertinent information. I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to, but... Did I stop playing in 2006? I mean, I'm still playing to this day. You know, a lot of people talk about how they've, like, taken breaks from Magic. To the best of my knowledge, I don't think I've ever taken a break. Like, I've kind of just been here the whole time, you know? I mean, I took, like, very, very small breaks, like a month or two, but, like, never, you know... You know, some people take a break for, like, 5 or 6 years or something. I never did that. I've just been hanging out the whole time. Just chilling. Yeah, we're lingering. That's what they call me, the lingering souls. Trying to tap that? Alright, voice has been tapped. That's a good draw. Yeah, I'm gonna cast that. Yeah, exactly. You know, I took like I'll take like a month or two off, but nothing more than that usually. Is that what Grok said? Well, due to the rules of MTG, the legend rule prevents multiple of the same name creature being in play. Therefore, you cannot have 2 Leos in play. Grok would say something like that. I gotta read this again. During your turn, you may cast creature spells with power or toughness 1 or less from your graveyard. Noted. Noted. I mean, in what universe are they not blocking here? I was gonna say, like, I know they don't want to give me an extra card, but, like, you have to block. You can't just lose your Kaido. Okay, that worked out pretty well for me. I guess not if they have Day of Black Sun, but... Yeah, I guess, yeah, maybe if they had a second Kaido, they could theoretically choose to not block there, just because they don't want to give me the extra card, but... Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna take 4. A-okay with that. A-okay with that. I mean, if you have a spell, you gotta cast it now, yeah, I was gonna say. Not the voice? What? Can I just kill them this turn? I gotta be close, right? No, I guess I'm not that close. Okay, question. If I have a creature that's attacking Kaido, and I sneak Last Ronin's technique, and I bounce the creature that's attacking Kaido, do those creatures have to also attack Kaido, or do I get to choose for all three of them? I would assume I get to choose for all three of them, right? Nobody knows. I'm assuming I get to choose for all three of them, yeah. So I think what I should do is this. I'm going to start here. I just want to send everything at Kaido. And then I can, like, depending on how they block, I can send these two at their face in some fashion, you know? Like, something is going to go at them, something is going to go at Kaido, but I just want to make sure I split it all up. I could pump Fable in combat. I'm telling you, man, this card is better than it looks. It's been really good for me so far. This one is, I think, also good, but definitely worse than Big Brother. But they kind of they go together, right? Okay. So I guess we're going to tap this. Bounce this. Kaido, Kaido, Kaido. Big Bro. Bounce this. Then... Wait. Wait, why can't I choose for Big Bro?
Fine. I'll make a new plan.
Really? Well, okay, why does it let me choose for Technique but not for Big Bro? Is that how that's supposed to work? Is it only different because the Technique makes 3 tokens? I didn't know that. That's very odd. You would think it would just let me choose for both of them, but I guess not. Huh. That I didn't know that. Yeah, that's kind of weird that it works that way, but I mean, I'll buy it. They're super dead, obviously. Strike from the heavens. It's a 16 power flyer, by the way. 16 power flyer coming through. I'm just confused that it works that way, you know? So obviously I could have dealt more damage that turn if I knew that was that's how it was gonna work. So, okay, my question is, why does it work that way for the creature, but not the technique? Because the technique, it gave me the option of which to attack. Is it different because it's putting 3 things into play at the same time? A permanent spell cast while using sneak enters the battlefield tapped and attacking. It will be attacking the same player. Right, but that doesn't reference the technique though. Oh, okay. So it's different if it's like an instant or sorcery as opposed to a permanent. Okay, I see. It's very weird. Very, very odd. Bailmerk. Should have played the... Did they just mill 4 lands? Okay. Nice. Yeah, let's go frigate here. Vigilance. Now that's a combo right there. Vigilance is a hell of an ability. Jund. Okay. I mean, it looks like they're playing Caveira, right? I would love a land here. If you could just give me a little untapped land. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Uh-huh. 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 See ya. They gotta be doing some sort of Caveira thing, right? Okay. Turn 4 starting town. That's my favorite kind of starting town. This basic is really nice, by the way. Rude. Opponent is a confirmed frigate hater. I guess we could technique here. Yeah, that's probably fine, right? Get rid of this, play this. How many total anthems do we have in this deck? 7, right? No, we have 6. 3 frigate, 3 Suki. GG! Yeah, the Survivor just kind of soloed them. I mean, I guess they're just playing Caveiro with red, right? That's what it kind of looks like. Looks like Caveiro to me. They can't evoke from exile, yeah. From the light stall, they can still evoke. Yeah, I was mostly like, it seems like they're probably just the Sultai Caveira deck splashing red. If you Leo technique with Elspeth, is it 6 attacking tokens or is it 3 attacking tokens? Elspeth says, if 1 or more tokens would be created under your control, twice that many are created instead. And this says create 3 tokens. I would guess it's 6. All right, let's go rest in peace. I think that's really it, right? Got the rips. Maybe I'll play 1 even against them. Try that. Nah, no Shepherd in this build. I wanted to try like a... I really wanted to try the combination of Last Ronin's technique and Leo Big Brother. And I just didn't know what else to cut for it. It's been pretty good so far. I've liked it. Technique is also really gas with voice. I'm pretty sure I've said I'm going to cut a Soulstone for Plains like 5 times, and I still haven't done it yet. Chat, please remind me after this game, okay? Streamer, cut a Soulstone for a Plains. I mean, you could have said something. Suki into double technique is pretty hot. That's a nice curve. Right. You're not creating a token. Like creating a token would be creating a creature token. But you're not with the Sage of the Skies, you're not creating a creature token, you're creating a copy of the spell. It's different. It's not a token. Token does not equal copy, basically, is the gist of it. Suki! I mean, we're taking for a lot of damage next turn. At least I think we are. What should I play in Richmond? Come with me and join the dark side. I'm gonna play Affinity. Why are we starting a prediction mid-game? Oh, will streamer remember to trim Soulstone? Nobody's gonna vote on that. You think anybody's paying attention enough to the stream to vote on that? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, some people voted on it, but there's some voters over there. Okay, okay. Frigate, huh? Well, now what? I don't really have any good attacks, so I think we gotta pump the brakes a little bit. Next turn, though. Next turn, we're cooking. I got in there with 1 point. One singular point. Also, it does not seem like they're Cavero or any sort of reanimator deck. They're just like elementals. So we probably don't want these rest in pieces if we go to game 3. Is that really what their sleeve does? That's annoying as shit. Dead. Is dead. You got those sleeves in paper. Did you? Are they allowed? Holy shit. Dude, Suki with Evoke Elementals? Bro is cooking. I think you just gave me a new deck idea, opponent. Bro is absolutely chefing over there. Okay, they have nothing in their graveyard. They're at 18. See, this is tough. No, okay, I can do it this way. Let's go 1. If I do it that way, then I can't... I want to do both techniques this turn. But if I do that, I can't get the frigate online. Alright, let's do it this way then. And then I can replay the Momo post-combat. I think this is the best way to do it. Game trace? What do you mean? They're dead next turn. There's no way we're going to game 3. They have nothing in their hand. They're just fucking dead. Yeah, they're not actually playing Suki. This is just the copy of my Suki. But I'm saying, Suki is pretty nice with the Evoke Elementals, you know? I'm on the play? I don't love this hand, but I'm gonna try it. This hand plays if we draw Savannah Lions. It's also pretty good if we draw Leo. Yeah, it's pretty good with Leo. I guess that kind of counts. Sort of. Static Sheep. Holy shit. Is that an Orzhov Pixie Gamer? You know what I thought about earlier today? I thought about Pixie with Shredder. Because Shredder says when a permanent leaves the battlefield. Could be something. Could be something. Sure, you can guide me. That's fine. I'll allow it. We could play Dreambeaver in Pixie, too. do like this card in Pixie. I think I'm gonna scry here. Yeah, I really just wanted to find a... Ooh, maybe I should have kept that, the land. The land may have been good. It's close. It's tough because the land is good, but I also don't really want to draw a land, you know? It's tough. No, I mean, it would just be Esper Pixie, you know? But just Esper Pixie with Dreamweaver and Shredder is kind of what I was thinking. We could try it after this. You only get what you give. Untapped. What? Oh, Pixie Bounce Breaker. Yeah. RIP! Oh, Voice of Victory also good with the Shredder. I mean, they're probably playing Shredder, right? I kind of want to try that after this. I'm going to acquire a copy of Super Shredder by attending the Spotlight series. This is my only chance to win. I'm basically dead this game, though. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's possible I can win this race. I wouldn't say it's likely, but it is possible. If they brick this turn, maybe I'm in an okay spot. Like, they have to brick, and we have to draw a good card. I haven't played the Monument deck. I don't really think I have much to add to the Monument deck. Outside of what people have already tried. And we played it during early access, so... I'm probably not going to play much with it. It's good, but... Like, I don't want to play a deck just to play it, you know? I only want to play it if I have some ideas to, like, make it better, you know? I don't think I like Emptiness that much. Emptiness is just not that good with Pixie. It picked up Breaker. Remember that thing I said about me drawing a good card and them bricking? Well, the opposite happened. I bricked and they drew a good card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. I mean, they should just take 3. I don't know why they're blocking. I would just take it. I'm just a big Inti hater. Want to be attack? I mean, I was trying to race him, but like... maybe I should have held back. If I held back, they can't really attack. Yeah, maybe that was too bad of an attack. Did they draw another Ronin's? Okay. I was gonna say, I'm dead to a Ronin's. Okay, that attack might have been loose. I'm willing to believe that. I mean, I'm kind of just losing the race to the Breaker anyways. Okay, that helps a lot. Hold. Hold. Now I think I can attack with both, right? So attack with both, I go to 5. I block here, take 4, go to 1. They're going to crack, go to 13. But if they go to 13, I still have a 2-turn clock, so... Yeah, I mean, I'm just not winning this game if I'm holding back. I have to attack. Yeah, it's like if I only attack with Soulstone, I still die to a kill spell because they just kill frigate attack with everything, and I still take 4 at 2. So hold. No, upkeep stop is good for me. The question is, can I attack with both now? Obviously, it depends on what they drew, but... Alright, I'm at 3. Let me go back up to 6 and they chump block. That's good. I was going to send both anyways. So they go to 3, we go to 6. I think I'm going to win this game. Yeah. Frigate is pretty good. Did they put a card on top last time? I didn't even notice. No, I think they've been 2 lands, right? They binned Ronins. Was Ronin's lethal? They must have drawn that, right? Because if they had that, I block 2. Yeah, they had to have drawn that. Because that plus Ronin's would have been lethal. I block here, block here. They Ronin's in this. Yeah, Ronin's bounce this, activate, I take 6. That was a good-ass game. That was a really good game. Alright. What do we want against... It's like Pixie adjacent with Beaver and Ronin. Raid doesn't seem very good. Rip, Interrupter. Like, probably Innocence is good. And maybe Elspeth. Do it like that, maybe? Yeah, Leo's pretty bad against Nowhere to Run. I thought you were toast. Do you think I was burnt toast? Or properly cooked toast? Chat, do you guys, what do you put on your toast? I'm a big butter on toast kind of guy. I know some people like jam, some people like peanut butter. I'm a big butter on toast. Butter and avocado. Millennial. Somebody said awkward sexual encounters. What? I don't even know what that means. Cheese. Cheese on your toast in the morning? Like with your breakfast? Why are you putting cheese on your toast? That can't be right. Oh, yeah, I guess like a sandwich, right? I mean, sure, but that's different. Like egg, cheese, and meat sandwich is different than like just having a side of toast, you know? Like I'm not just, I have my eggs and my meat, you know, like separate, and then I have a side of toast. I'm not putting cheese in the toast. I'm just going to put cheese in the eggs. That's what I would do. I mean, I don't know, you know. Just personally, that's what I would do.
This is not how I die.
Rye bread, butter, and cheese. I am a big rye fan. I do like rye bread. Mostly just because of how much I like Reuben's. Reuben is just the goat sandwich. By far, like the best sandwich that you could possibly ever have is just a good Reuben. I don't mind bagels. I've just never like I don't really have a good bagel place near me, so I've never really had like truly good bagels. The extent of good bagels that I get is the bagel shop at the Logan Airport. I forget the name of it. It's like a chain, but it's like a good chain, you know? Einstein, I think? Einstein Bros? I think that's the one. They're good, you know? Yeah, Einstein Bros. I'm kind of dead, by the way. They have a 6 power Kaido. What am I supposed to do about that? Alright, let's go to game 3. A little bit of a less interesting game 2, but, you know. That's just standard for you. I mean, how many frigates is too many? I think we're going to answer that question today. I'm pretty sure 3 is the answer. Okay. I mean, this hand works. On the play, I think I'm just going to put this seam right back. Although it's really bad if they have a 1-drop, because they're just going to snap block. You're flying to Richmond? I'm driving. We're leaving at, like, 11 on Friday. It's like an 8-hour drive. Well, we did it last minute, and I don't know, my buddy wanted to go, and he's like, I'll drive. So we have him and 2 other people. It's him, me, and 1 other person going, so we're just all, you know. If I had planned it out ahead of time, I probably would have taken the train, or maybe I would have just flown, but he literally decided, like, last Friday that he wanted to go, so... So we didn't have a ton of options available to us, you know. Pick me up in Utah. No. Is Utah on the way from Massachusetts to Virginia? I don't think it is. I think it's like very, very far out of the way. Yeah, make a pit stop in Portugal. No, I don't live in Texas. Just a very, very small detour, you know. Just like a 12-hour detour. This game did not go very well. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's